What's up, guys? I'm the Nearsighted Gamer. Thanks for coming to see me. I played a lot of video games in my lifetime, and I've accumulated a lot of memories along the way. I want to share some of them with you. These are my gaming memories. All right, for this one, we're going to go back to the PS1 era, where Sony was killing it. The late 90s, I'm pretty sure this was between 95 and 2000. I don't think we'd hit the 2000s yet. And um, the PS1 was known for having a plethora of RPGs, JRPGs, Western RPGs, action RPGs, and RPGs are my favorite genre of video game. So of course I was like playing them constantly, loving it, having fun. And I came across a game called Breath of Fire 3. I'm sure some of you have heard of it, some of you have not. Anyway, it's a turn-based RPG, which is, kind of favorite towards turn-based RPG where you play this little orphan who ends up being a dragon, and there's a series. There's like four of them. I've only played 3 and 4. I avoided them, and then I came across 3, bought it from the store, and it ended up being pretty good, I think. Here's the thing, as you know, PlayStation PS1 was known for, the way you saved your game was through memory cards. Like these. Or this. This is my personal memory card. This is the memory card that held all of my good stuff. My main games, my beloved saves were on this memory card. This memory card was the one that kept the Street Fighter Alpha 3 save. This had all of our saves, all of our world tour data, all of our custom characters, everything that we used to play. We knew that if we lost this, it was all over. It would take us so long to accumulate more, and I was in charge of keeping track of this. And what was weird real quick, if I might go off on a little bit of a tangent, is we came across the fact that in order to play Street Fighter Alpha 3 and have all the stuff load properly, you had to have the memory card in whenever you started the game. If you started the game and then put the memory card in and then load it after that, you didn't get all your stuff. You got I think you would get, all the characters unlocked or something like that, but you wouldn't get your world tour data. No, I think you wouldn't get the custom characters. That's what would be missing. And that was the main thing we were worried about. So you would have to have the memory card in and then start the game. We'd be like, oh, memory card's not in, start it over instantly. But these were like gold, like I just talked about. This was my personal memory card. This is the memory card that had all of my group's game save data for all the games we played and everything. This was the one I carried around, or I guarded with my life. These were given to me by my friends as well. This one has Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger on it, and I don't remember what's on this one. But the reason I'm talking about these is that, of course, when you having your first party things, of course there's going to be, third party things. So in addition to these memory cards, they came out with, and I don't want to say for sure if it's Mad Catz, but Mad Catz is usually known for making things like this. But I believe it was Mad Catz. They came out with mega memory cards, and 2 of my friends got these for Christmas. They were cousins, so their relatives got them the same thing. They knew they were into video games, so they got them these. And they each got one. And with these mega memory cards, they were said to hold, I think, 12 or 10 times the amount of a regular memory card. So you would go through, and the way it would work is you would have it would look like the regular memory card screen for it, but you would have different pages that you could scroll through, and you were supposed to be able to hold I'm going to go with 10 times the amount of storage data that you would normally have on a regular memory card. So cool, right? Yeah. What could go wrong? I'll tell you what could go wrong. Well, seeing as how my house was the main place where we all played video games usually, and a lot of they would keep their games at my house. My house was the main gaming hub, so like if they got a game, they would play at their house. But usually it'd be at my house because that's where everybody hung out and we played. So one of my friends had a Mega Memory card over at my house, and like he just pretty much just kept it over there, like kind of just lent it to me or whatever, because all the gaming save data was gonna be put on it. So we were put like storing stuff on it, Gran Turismo, Street Fighter, I think Parasite Eve, all those things, and I got Breath of Fire 3, and cool, I'm playing through it. I get to it, and then I save, save and stop. Then I go back, my data's corrupted. It's gone. And if you've ever had that happen to you, it makes your heart sink, especially if it's an RPG, because you can accumulate the time, but you can't properly recreate what you went through in that game. Like the reactions to the events, it's coming, so you're just trying to hurry up and get past that point that you lost your save, so in order to continue playing. So you can't recreate your reactions to things that happen in the game, and you may not get certain skills, you may not fight the same enemy, so your leveling is going to be off and stuff like that. And that happened to me, and I was like, crap. So I was like, well, all right, just it actually had never happened to me before. That was the first time. So I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. I'll just do it again. So I played again, and I kept going and kept going. I kept going. I got past that point, and I was like, cool, all right, so it's fine. Because, once you're worried about getting to the point that you lost before. But I got there, and it was great. I got past it, and it happened again. And I couldn't say how much further I got, but I think I got further enough to where I was comfortable and I wasn't even worrying about it anymore, because I didn't think that it would happen to me again, but it did. It happened to me 2 times. And after that, I didn't play anymore. First of all, I didn't use that memory card again, and I passed the word along to them. Of course, they knew about it from the first time, and they just thought it was funny, and I thought it was funny too the first time, because like whatever, first time. But after the second time, like no, I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to do it again. And I never completed that game because whenever I think about that game, I think about that story, and that that's always what I relate to Breath of Fire 3. So I never did beat it. I got my save corrupted 2 times in a row, which really sucks. But I have the game again, and I started playing it, but with so much time gone, I'm just not into it. I know I want to play it to get past. Actually, honestly, now I couldn't tell you how far I've gotten. I remember parts of it, but I couldn't tell you whenever it would be completely new to me. Well, I guess I could. Things would feel completely unfamiliar, but I've forgotten so much of what I played that I wouldn't even know. So due to those 2 incidents, I was deprived of completing what could be one of a really good RPG. It looked like it had a good story going on. I was getting into it. It had one part I know that I didn't like. You had a section where you played hide and seek, and I don't like that because I don't like that in games, because whenever they have that, you don't know like what the range is of where you're going. Like, are you playing hide and go seek in just this area, or are you playing hide and go seek in this area? And I do think that it was like this whole area. Like, so if it would tell me, the width and how far, like, the area in which I need to be searching, so I'm not just searching off and wasting my time, then that's cool. That's one of the things I really don't like in video games. I'm not gonna get to anything else because that's a list. But so that's when I think about Breath of Fire 3, I associate that with my memory card corrupting 2 times in a row and not being able to complete it. I might not have completed it anyway. I might not have liked it, depending on what happens next, but I'll never know, because even though I have it currently, I just can't bring myself to play it. It's not. I'm not feeling it anymore. That was like it was so far back. I can't. I can't get into it. So, moral of the story: uh, don't buy a mega memory card. Of course, that's not gonna really matter in 2019. But yeah, just like I say, don't put all your faith in things that seem too good to be true. Yeah, we can still use that. But that's that's all I wanted to say about that. Like, yeah, that sucked, but I'm over it. But it's something I'll never forget because it's something I'm sure a lot of people have been through it, but that's one of the times that really sticks out to me. I think that's the only time it's ever happened with that. I never had any problems with any of these regular ones because they were great. But yeah, that was the only memory card that ever did that to me. That's the only time I've ever lost a save. That was my fault, and someone not that someone else deleted. But yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Like this video if you like it anyway. If you don't like it anyway because I said so. Um, you can follow me on Twitter at NearsightedGamer, GAMR. I have a Facebook page, facebook.com/NearsightedGamer. Uh, I try and post every so often. And I guess, leave a comment if you have something to say. If you like this series, let me know. If you have a memory of your own, let me hear about it. I'd love to hear some of you guys' memories. I'm sure you have some. We all have some. Good, bad, sad, happy. Ones you associate with certain people. Times that just happen to come together that, like, you know, just any kind of memory that, that's associated with gaming because everybody has some. Anyone who's played video games, I know, has had like some. I'd love to hear them. So anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, be excellent to each other. See you, pupils.